everyone, and welcome to what is going to be a really exciting episode of Bodied, a Cloud9 Fancast. I'm your host, Havokpus, and I'm joined by Frozencreek, my friend, my co-host.
Hello. I was excited to take a metaphorical trip to China for the first time, but it turns out plans have changed and we're going to Europe. So I'm excited. It's been a long week of esports, of heat. It's been 90 degrees here for like a week now, and I am over it. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I had a really stressful day, stressful week last week because I started on-call stuff at work, and it basically meant that I was busy for like the whole day, which is constantly like doing things.
Oh,
Um,
that's stupid.
yeah, it's really weird. It's kind of lame. And I have to do like all like the really like tasks that like I hate for my job. Like instead of like me being like, "Hey, I don't want to do this. Can someone else do it?" It's just like I guess I'm just gonna do the thing that I hate. Okay, and it takes hours to do. It's
Of
awful. But other than that, I'm
Yeah, life
feeling
of an engineer.
yeah, feeling good, feeling fine. Uh, and we'll find out why in this episode. I'm gonna start us off with some really great news. Our Valorant roster is really good, Rosen.
I didn't get a chance to watch any of it. How did we look?
Oh, you missed some really good Valorant. We looked together. We looked just explosive. We crushed pretty much every team that we played against. And we all of our wins were convincing. I think this might be it. I think right now, currently, we're ranked within the top 4 of North America, and I think that how we played, it shows. We won the NSG Summer Championship. We had to face a lot of people. We had to face Ukers, Soar, TSM Academy. We had to beat Immortals. We had to beat Evil Geniuses in the semis, and then we had to beat NRG in the finals. NRG is a pretty tough team. We beat them 2-1, and we look really good. I really like how Vanity, Zeppa, and Leaf, who have played together on Chaos. So you have this synergy, this core already, and Zeta and Mitch play really well with supporting them and helping them out. We look like a well-oiled machine. I didn't see too many real big issues or any real big mistakes, and I want to see who if we can gun for 100 Thieves or Sentinels or something, because we look scary good.
Yeah, I feel like there's no reason that we can't at this point since we just took TU1's IGL. So I
Yeah,
feel like that's a hurdle that we can cross.
or
And
V1, not T1.
V1, yes,
Yeah,
V1, and
two
we
different.
also beat 100 Thieves not that long ago.
It was kind of a while
Relatively,
ago.
I mean, relative. No, it was a while ago.
It
Kind
was.
of. It was. It was right before MSI, I believe,
I can't remember.
which I guess is a while ago. But there haven't been a lot of tournaments since then, and I don't know if we played them since then.
No, I don't think we have. My biggest concern is just, can we please keep this roster together? Because we cannot hold people onto our shooter teams for long. This has been the issue with CS:GO. This has been the issue with Valorant. For once, just can we just have a roster that lasts more than 6 months? And I think that this team might actually break that curse with how well they're playing. They, like I said, they look really good, and yeah, they deserve that championship win. They deserve, for that tournament. They deserve, I think, more wins to come. So hopefully we will see more dubs in the future.
So how did they go about organizing the team? Like, because there was one extra guy who missed out most of the time or all the
Yeah,
time.
Poise was pretty much sitting on the bench. Once Vanity was incorporated into the roster, he was pretty much on the bench. Which may, that is as bad as it is to say, that may just be how it will be, unless like Vanity has some agents in his pool that just work better with the compositions we want to do, um, on certain maps or something. If maybe we're just like, oh, we're really stuck at playing this map, wanting to play this way. Maybe Poise can come in, but it looks like Poise might just be the bench warmer for right now. I really like the agent pool diversity too. Zeppa's been playing duelists. Leaf has been, we have this Leaf and Zeppa on duelists. Vanity is on sort of the controller, with like Viper and Astra and such. Zeta's been playing basically. He's basically Sova. He did play Cypher, I think, for one map, and Mitch has been playing the true supports in the Sage and the Killjoy and the Cypher. So I really like how the team kind of rounds out. It seems like it fits everyone's strengths. I really like that Mitch is just back to sort of the Cypher Sage play. That was always, I think, when he does his best, and he plays really well into that. And I'm glad to see him just kind of back on that kind of duty. And yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, it is super good to see. Do you get a chance to play a lot of Valorant?
I tried, but it's just too stressful with everyone yelling at you, and I also have like a thing with my hearing, so I can't hear all around me. So it makes it
Oh,
really hard to tell where things are coming from, and it's just very difficult.
fair. I'm going to a LAN party at the end of September, which Worlds will be in October. One, so I'll have to get my friends to play Valorant because that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you have like a squad together, it's probably it's a lot more fun than trying to play by yourself, because then it's
Oh,
just
I imagine.
stressful and frustrating.
Or yeah, a bunch of 12 year olds and 14-year-olds who play like 6 hours a day
Yeah,
screeching and
it's
shit.
just a
You're
lot
like,
of people
bro,
yelling at you.
I'm bad, but you're in a game with me, and yeah, this is like my third game, so you need to shut up.
Yeah.
And you suck too. Okay,
But,
sorry, I digress.
no, yeah. Moving on. I also just want to interject a little thing, because not too much to talk about, because there was a lot going on. I didn't get to watch this, but the Warcraft team did uh they like 3-0 in the Arena World Championship circuit, which is great. Great to see the old tried and true still working out for them.
Yeah, it seems like maybe it's just a broken combination because it's literally all they have ever
It's
played.
literally all they play. It's really weird. It's odd that they really don't stray too far. I know, like, sometimes they'll get I think it's maybe Snetsy. Like, because they have 4 people, but you can only have 3 people play. Sometimes they'll bring out the guy that sometimes doesn't play, and he'll play like a rogue or something, or maybe like a monk. But for the most part, it's just the 3 guys just playing mage, druid, warlock. It's pretty much all there is, and it's weird that they kind of keep winning and keep getting away with it, considering like they can't just bam one composition, over and over again. I feel like traditionally stuff like that would get punished, and you have to have a greater sense of variety.
Yeah, and I feel like it does like twice a year, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It makes zero sense, but I don't actually play WoW, so or WoW Arena, so I have no clue how it works. So if there are any WoW Arena players out there, please explain why it's always played by us,
Yeah.
because I just don't get how you can practice it all the time. Like, I assume they practice a bit because they're a professional team, so they have to practice. Do they just go mage, druid, warlock for all their practices too, for like 4 hours a day?
That would I could only imagine how mind numbing that would be.
Yeah. So I don't know. Shout out to them. They still won this week.
Yeah. But moving on to League of Legends.
Long week.
Long week, long week. I guess we can start off at Academy, placing second in the Academy playoffs. They lost to Team Liquid in the final match of the best of 5. That series was actually kind of late, and it was kind of going on. I wanted to go to bed, so I actually didn't get to watch all of it. But it looked like it was pretty close, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up and I saw that we lost.
Yeah, I watched the VOD. We played well. We kind of trolled a little bit in game 5. Darshan picked Trinidemir, and then they all kind of just inted. So it was a weird game. Not the ideal game 5 to try and complete the reverse sweep, but they tried. So they've gotten second place in the spring. What's it called? The tournament, the spring one, that is also happening soon.
Oh, Proving Grounds.
Yes. So they got second in that, second in this. Let's hope they can improve on that improving grounds, which I imagine is coming up. So I will have to check that out.
Yeah, I think that even though they did kind of troll and kind of throw the series away, I think still being like a consistent second place team is still really good. You know, I think I think it does have to say a lot about the skill of our players that we can consistently kind of place really high and stuff like this. So hopefully they can just tighten up whatever they need to tighten up. And West can go over some things, and then they can get the big championship, the big trophy.
Yeah, and I know that Copy played quite a few champions again. I wish I had opened the post game match because I want to see what he played.
Yeah, I would
Actually,
not be surprised that he played
I
he played
just
like
found it.
everything.
He played Lee Sin, Rise, Victor, LeBlanc, and Silas. So 5 div champions.
That's just insane. Copy's insane.
Yeah, he, he's kind of a cheat code, but oh well. Um, Shout out to him. I would like to see him get a shot in LCS, and maybe not next year, but the year after, because I think he's going to be good enough.
Yeah, yeah,
But
definitely.
moving on.
Moving on, because we had like a full weekend of League of Legends action happening Frozen, and it was
Yes, we
kind of
did.
insane.
Yeah, Thursday we had EG, which we slapped them. Oh, we
I was
put them back in their place.
I was so surprised that we beat them 3-0. Um, I was so expecting like if we were gonna win, it was gonna be kind of this drawn out thing, but it was kind of a sloppy win. Like I think there were some points where like we were just kind of fighting for no reason, but like all things considered, it was kind of a convincing win, and it was kind of odd considering like for the whole summer, like we were just getting beaten by evil geniuses, and then we just 3-0 them. Um, for the most part, fairly convincing and not in like a ooh, this is it looked like a really really rough win.
Yeah, it looked like EG kind of didn't show up that day, almost, because we kind of just walked right through them. I don't entirely remember all of our games, so I don't have a ton to add. But yeah, it was a little too easy.
Yeah, and I think this also happened. I think maybe like last like spring or something. Where Evil Geniuses is this really big scary team, and then eventually they go up against us in like playoffs and they just lose, and then they finish in like fifth place or whatever, and it's just like, man, what happened?
Or it's kind of like the Huni ran no over mortals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It kind of is actually where they were crushing all season and then kind of peter out. I think the big takeaways from the EG match is just that Blabber was put on champions that he is way more comfortable with. He played Lee Sin twice. In his and he played Nocturne once. And his numbers are honestly insane. Like, this is the Blabber that everyone knows about and is like scared of. You know, game 1 he went 5-1-6. Game 2, 1-0-12. You know, game 3 on Nocturne he went 5-0-9. You know, he put up the numbers that, you know, and Perks also on, you know, on LeBlanc in game 2, and Sven in game 3 on Varus being 9-1-5. Like, these are the numbers that, like, you're expecting of a Cloud9 game. They just have insane KDs. They are just easily, you know, they may have like rough early games or whatever, but they'll be in control of the game. They'll get, you know, objectives. They'll win fights. Eventually, they'll just wrestle control of the game and then win. Versus how we've been seeing in the summer split, but that's not the case, you know, as consistently. So it's, you know, this is sort of the Cloud9 that everyone's been wanting to see, and it was really exciting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go so fast, but we got a fudge win on Jace, which was surprising. Perks popped off on Oriana, which I didn't expect. Sven got to play something that is not a Varus, which was nice. So, overall, it was a convincing win, and I was feeling a little bit better going into Sunday, but it was still spooky.
Yeah, the Jace, when they picked Jace, I felt like I was dying because I'm like, no, don't pick Jace. We never went on Jace. Why would you pick Jace? But 5-2-5, that's pretty good from Fudge. Yeah, I think the key was just kind of keeping Impact from really being, you know, impactful. He played Gnar all 3 games. No, he played Gnar twice. He played Set once, and we just kind of made him irrelevant. They swapped contracts in for games 2 and 3, which is weird. I don't know what's going on with their jungler situation. They've been kind of swapping Sven and contracts back and forth. And maybe next year they'll just decide on contracts. I don't know. But it seems like they're having a rough time with that. And Danny just did not pop off how I think everyone was expecting, because he's been popping off like all summer, and he just did not seem to have any moments where he was really like popping off and going crazy.
Yeah, and I totally forgot, but that Jizuke Morgana pick was odd too.
Yeah, that's not in his wheelhouse at all. Like, that's not really a champion that Jizuke can play that's able to, you know, Jizuke is one of those players that, like, you give him a mage that you can take control of the lane. He'll control the lane. He'll get this CS advantage, and then he'll go to the side lanes. He'll get even more of an advantage by accruing even more gold, and then he'll just have this advantage in terms of items and everything over everyone. And he can be a really good carry. But then you put him on stuff like Morgana and, you know, like Twisted Fate. And, you know, like, Twisted Fate can be useful because he has those globals to really help fight with the team, but it's not going to be the same as like a LeBlanc or a Ryze, you know, or even like an Orion. Like, he played Syndra, but he didn't really make as much use of it, you know, so it seems like he just wasn't getting the picks that he usually would want to really go crazy.
Yeah, and Perks played a really good series too, which helped.
Yeah, Perks actually was showing up, which was really great. I have to say. And he showed up in the TSM series, if we want to transition over to that. How are you feeling going like into the match? Because I was really, really nervous.
I was nervous. Especially after game 1, I definitely did not feel confident.
No, yeah,
and
game
even
1
after
was
game 2, I was still not confident.
yeah.
Game 3, I was still not confident. And I think after game 4, watching Power of Evil get up from his chair, I felt a lot better.
Yeah.
But I think overall, like, it was spooky.
It was a really scary series, yeah. I think, like, watching game 1, see the team just kind of int their face off. And, like, there was so many moments where you're just watching it and you're just going, what are you doing? Stop. Please. And I was really upset at a few points. And game two was like we shouldn't have won game two, like at all.
No, we shouldn't have.
Like this should have been like a TSM 3-0, but I think Sven really like they gave player of the game to Vulcan, but I think Sven really deserves it because like he had so many clutch plays and so many clutch moments throughout this series that literally drug us across the finish line. Like in game two, he got the Elder Dragon on Ezreal and he was pumping out so much damage that he was keeping TSM relatively low, so they couldn't really do a lot of the other objectives around the map. Um, in game four on Jhin, he was hitting so many roots and using his ultimate and getting so much damage from that, and Gale forcing in to get executes. In game five, uh, 7-0-10 on Varus, just chains of corruption and popping people with the help of Labyrinth and perks, uh, and Fudge. I think Sven really deserved it. That game it felt kind of weird to have
I think Fudge did.
Fudge played really well too. If we want to talk about Fudge, his Gnar I think was really good at keeping fights kind of spread out.
Yeah, his gangplank was huge.
Yeah, his gangplank was really huge. He doesn't have like really the score to show for it. Like he went 1-2-11, but he was doing a really good job of making sure the map didn't get like out of control, and he was help pushing waves, and just that GP ultimate's always really helpful whenever a fight starts and you're not really there. Um, his Gwen I think won us that series. That's like his
Yeah,
pick. I think you should
7
never
0
really.
and 6.
I think you should never really give Fudge Gwen because I knew the minute that like Hooney locked in Nocturne top and we locked in Gwen, I'm like, oh, we're gonna win this. Like you gave Fudge
Yeah,
Gwen. Why would you do that?
and like Gwen's been nerfed, so she's not like a very strong early game champion.
Yeah,
But Nocturne, it was such
it was such a head scratcher.
bizarre
Like it, it,
pick.
it feels like it doesn't really fit into their comp at all. I think the only way it really synergizes is with Rel being able to kind of go in and use her magnetic force powers to kind of clump everyone in, and then you can scoot, fly in and hit a bunch of people. But really, that's it. Like you can't really do it with Lee Sin. Rise, you can I guess do it, but the route doesn't last too terribly long. And with our comp, like you have Diana, Aurelia, Braum, Gwen. That's a lot of engage and disengage. I don't think you're really going to be able to do much. So like that just seems like a really odd pick to put in, especially in a game five. You're gonna chance it with this weird blind pick of Nocturne.
Yeah, and especially it's like, oh hey, they dove on us. Oh darn, here comes Gwen. Chop chop chop.
Yeah.
Ace. And I didn't realize this on Sunday, but in game five, yeah, Lost got all 5 kills for TSM.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Sword Art went 0 and 6. Mid Jungle went 0 and 3. Hoon he went 0 and 4. So that it was a bit of a head scratcher when Vulcan and Sven went in at level 6. They got cheesed by Sword Art's 99% level 5. So a minion died and he got 6 on Rel, and yeah, Lost got a double kill there. So that part kind of sucked. But I think that overall, that the perks on Syndra, the perks on Irelia, really feels like or Rise. It really feels like the way forward this weekend, because it gives them a chance to take over lane and go fight on his terms.
Yeah, I think that's definitely where his comfort zone is. And you can see that in how he plays. He played, in the Evil Geniuses game and this, he was able to play things that were much more his speed. He was able to play, uh, he played, I guess Rise is kind of his speed, but he was able to play like, uh, Yeah, the Irelia and the Syndra. Uh, and I think he's really good at that. I think that Game 5 is like where we want to see Cloud9 all the time. Because Game 5 is like, this is like peak Cloud9. They're crushing
Or
it.
well, outside of Blabber on a Diana.
Yeah, outside of that, which I think is really crazy that they just completely overrode Nithie and Reignover. They're like, they just see Nocturne and they're just like, no, okay, Diana Aurelia, Diana Aurelia. And Nithie's like, no, no, no. And they're just like, we're gonna do it, we're gonna run it back. And they just won with like such confidence. Like it was so weird. I hearing that just kind of hilarious and also kind of weird that like Perks is so confident in himself and his team that he's just like, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna win, and that'll be the end of it. Because I'm tired and I want to go home.
Fun fact though, in Game 5, Blabber did as much damage as Spica, Power of Evil, and Lost combined.
Damn.
He 26.2 thousand damage.
Yeah, it was one of those really rare like good Diana games from him.
Yeah, he popped off. He was huge.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that's just the difference between when Blabber can have a really good early game on Gwen and in a comp that can actually, or not Gwen, on Diana, and in a comp that can really better support him on Diana versus one that maybe doesn't fit as well. So I think that totally makes sense. I'm just really glad that not only that we won, but we did make it to Worlds. I think that if we didn't make it to Worlds, things would have be so much worse. But now we made it to Worlds, we have a lot more wiggle room of what we can tolerate.
Yeah, I might have had a meltdown if we hadn't gotten through, but now we get to fight for seeding this weekend, which should be interesting.
Yeah, we should. It should. We're gonna face off against 100 Thieves at uh is it 5 p.m. Eastern that you're on the notes? I assume it's
Yes,
Eastern.
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And if we win that, we will go up against Team Liquid in the finals on Sunday.
All right,
So how are you
so
feeling?
I am. What I think the best outcome is that we speed run 100 Thieves. It makes TSM fans super salty. Like, we got a bad draw. We should like you were better than 100 Thieves. Why do they get to go to Worlds? I'm hoping for that,
Yeah,
but
I really hope not.
realistically,
No, realistically, that's
yeah.
that's probably not gonna happen. I think it's doable. I mean, it's not like it's going to be impossible. I think that what you need to do is do kind of what you did with Evil Geniuses and your successful games with, our TSM match, is that give players their strengths and not kind of put them in this corner of you're not good on this champion or you're not good playing this way, but you have to. And, you know, tough, and just see how the cookie crumbles. You know, I think if they stick to their strengths, especially if Blabber doesn't get, Blabber and the team get too crazy and just starts like killing themselves over and over and over again in the
Well, it's
early
bound to
game.
it's bound to happen at least once.
That's true. But I think they have a pretty good shot. I don't want to say it's like guaranteed because 100 Thieves is a really strong team. Reaper is their coach. They have a really good mid laner in Abadage, and their other team members are really strong too. So it's going to be a really tough match. But I think winning is not within the realm of possibility. If that makes
Wait,
winning
say
is
that again.
no winning is within the realm of possibility.
Okay.
I meant to say that it's not that phrase is confusing. I think winning is believable. Let's put it that way.
I would probably. I'm not sure, but yeah. I think our. So right now we're favored by a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, I need a betting calculator to get. Oh, 20-27. Okay, that doesn't help. But I feel like I think we match up well against the 100 Thieves. But I also think it's about time for Reaper to drop his late season turd again, because on Cloud9 he always managed to do some dumb shit late in playoffs.
Yeah, he'd always get kind of too cute at some point in the draft and do something that's, to be like, well, this is kind of weird. I don't know about this. And then you lose and just be like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, so Cloud9 has a 57% chance to win at this point, which I think feels correct. I could see either team having a 57% chance to win and not complain.
Yeah, to me, it's very, it's gonna be really 50-50 right now.
I think the way we played in our wins on Sunday, that we can beat 100 Thieves, but I'm also concerned about our losses because we
we had some bad losses. We did beat them the last time we played them, though.
Yeah, that's true. I would like to see some aggressive picks again from both Blabber and Perks. I'm not sure if Lee Sin is going to be as high priority this time around. So I think you're okay getting Lee Sin or Xin Zhao or even Diana, especially if Fudge can play Gwen. They only have 5 bans, so if they want to ban out Gwen, that's totally fine. But I'm not sure. I think our biggest strength is going to be our top side if Blabber is on. Because I think the bot lane is probably 100 Thieves favored by just a fraction. But I think Perks and Fudge on a good day can beat their lane counterparts.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, for sure. I think no question on a good day, they definitely win out. I think that they just gotta. I think they have to be focused, and they just have to not get a case of the ints and just keep just throwing themselves into the enemy over and over again. Looking at Sunday, if we do play against Team Liquid,
hold on. And we have to beat 100 Thieves because they're just a glorified fashion brand, and a bad one at that.
Oh my god, you're just saying this because we're gonna try to talk to the 100 Talk guys later.
I will also say it to them, and they will probably agree, maybe. But okay, yes, on to Sunday, Team Liquid.
Yeah, so Sunday they are gonna be, or not going to be, but if they do beat 100 Thieves, they will have to play against Team Liquid Sunday for the championship. And I think it's gonna be kind of a different energy considering they're going from the lower bracket instead of being in the upper bracket like they were in the spring.
Yes. It's like the exact opposite of the last split, except that we didn't play earlier. So this would be like this is our 4th best of 5 against Team Liquid this year, if you count the preseason or the lock-in tournament.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So Team Liquid has this 2-1 right now. I would like to see us even that out. I know the boys really want to get a revenge on Team Liquid, but I think the way that Team Liquid is playing right now, they look really, really good.
Yeah, I think when we played against them, they looked really good. They haven't had too many issues playing in their matches, I believe. So it's going to be really tough. they have a really good team. I can't really say anything super bad about them.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what's happened, but they've really popped it or turned it on at this playoffs. They caught us the first time with our pants down, which was unfortunate. They beat TSM and they beat 100 Thieves. So Core JJ is looking like that first team all LCS that he was pegged to be last split, which he certainly was not. Alfari's been playing extremely well. Jensen's been strong. It's honestly, I think it's going to be extremely tough if we end up going up against them. They did only beat 100 Thieves 3-2, so that'll be something. But if we can beat 100 Thieves 3-1, I think I'll like our odds on Sunday a lot better. But I'm not sure. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they did 3-2 100 Thieves, but it's gonna be tough. I think the reason why they're doing so well partially is Core JJ. He is just, I think, the rock that really holds that team together, and his leadership is what is able to have, Jensen and oh, I forgot their top laner.
What?
I forgot their top laner.
Alfari.
Alfari, yeah. Why did I forget Alfari? It's Alfari and Jensen and Santorin to really play well. So I think that I definitely, think that he is the key factor in all of their successes, and he's really turning on because I think he wants to make up for spring when we beat them. But I really want to see us do like a playoffs rematch. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, it would be fun and extremely scary. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to watch on Saturday entirely. So hopefully we'll get to play on Sunday. My mom is coming to visit me for practically the first time since I moved to Detroit. So I think the most important thing about this weekend right now is to try and get a seed directly into groups and avoid play-ins.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's definitely the goal.
Uh,
Though I do think that play-ins is somewhat beneficial just because we can play a lot more games and get warmed up better than kind of sitting
yeah,
around waiting.
and it's more games to watch.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Um, so I guess what are your predictions? And then we can talk about worlds at large because we have 9 teams locked in right now.
Yeah, I think we can beat 100 Thieves like 3-1 or 3-2. Though that could go the other way. But I think that if we go play Team Liquid, we'll have to probably go into another just full 5 games. Because I think it's gonna be like in the spring, and it's gonna be like how we did with TSM, where it's just gonna be blow for blow, just seeing who can do better in sort of the entire marathon rather than just going through one game.
Yeah. I would like to see Perks get a revenge on Jensen's at least in for doing him dirty in that first round. So that I would really like to see. I'm gonna go 3-1, 3-2. We're taking NA's first seed so we can get um Faker and Fnatic and
Yeah, we need the reunion.
freaking LNG or something in groups and get some god awful group of death again. Why not? So as of right now, I believe 9 teams are qualified for Worlds. That includes us, 100 Thieves, and Team Liquid from Europe, Fnatic, um, Rogue, and Mad Lions. LCK is locked in Damwon as a group avoiding the play-ins, and then wow, I'm blanking on bet team. What's the one team that won World Gen G? In SKT, aka T1. So Faker's coming back. LPL has some wild stuff going on, so keep an eye on that this week. LNG, the 8th seed, has marched through everyone except FPX to this point, so I think they still get a chance in the losers bracket, but I'm not liking their odds because it's tough to get out of LPL. But obviously RNG is there, so I would definitely say try and catch LPL if you can. I'm trying to look at the other schedule right now.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the other regions like at all, really.
So Thursday is EDG versus LNG. Friday is WE versus FPX. I assume the winners or losers will play Sunday, and then I don't know, man. I'm assuming the losers of LNG EG will play the losers of WE FPX. There we go. Or the winner of EDG LNG will play the loser of WE FPX. So I would highly recommend at least watching a VOD of that, because it's been a fun playoffs to watch. But I think that's about it for this week.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
As Havok said, we are working with Cole and Jordan from 100 Talk to possibly do something with them this week. It would be completely with them. So once we know if it's happening, we will advertise it on Twitter, because we're not 100% sure, because they're not Eastern time zone. So they have weird schedules relative to us. Although I think they're both on Central time.
I'm on Central time. You're the weird one.
I'm not the weird one.
You're the weird one.
You work the same hours I do, so.
Yeah, but I'm on Central time and you're on Eastern time.
Yeah, but technically.
You're the weird one.
All right, that's fine. College football starts next weekend too, I believe.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hell yeah. So big weekend.
Can't wait to see Alabama get another championship.
2 weeks for college football. So we can preview that after next weekend. Because why not?
Exactly.
All right. That's it.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye, guys.